Hello. It's been like 5 days. That's my fault. Um, but yeah, kind of a late. It's 1:25 a.m. for me, so. But I want to video game a little bit today. We gaming. I want to do the Desert Car Envy Mix campaign. And then I think I've been doing off stream a little bit, but I should be doing it on stream because it's just free shit to do. Is I started going back through the old campaigns again and getting ATs. I did all of spring 2021. 24 is like it might be possible, but it like the AT might not be possible, so I didn't even bother doing runs. But I'm not sure if the AT is impossible or not, but I just didn't want to spend time playing a map that I can't get an AT on, so I just moved on from it. And I am almost done with summer 21. And I don't remember why I don't have 17. I think I just didn't want to do it, so I skipped it, but I'll go back to that too. But anyway, that's not what I want to do today, yet. I want to do the Envy Mix Desert Car first, because that's the only thing we have left for Envy Mix. Ooh, actually, I don't know if Icy Campaign is out. No. I should be checking it more frequently, just because I'd imagine it would be out soonish. I don't know I don't remember when they normally release it. But it's best to keep a lookout. Because I do want to play it. Even though whenever I play Icy Campaign, I usually don't enjoy it. Because I only really enjoy Ice when it's playable. Which the Icy Campaigns are never playable. But anyway. I'm listening to my Spotify day list right now because it gave me a breakcore atmospheric DNB day list, which is kind of sick. So I don't know most of these songs in this playlist. So if they suck, it's not my fault. Map 1, and I don't remember the first turn. Very good start. Oh, that is desert car friendly. I'm trying to do the wiggles on the penalty, but I suck. Okay. Oh, I said the last time I was gonna change my mic settings in OBS. I did not do that. I forgot. So my mic's the same still. Oh well. Okay. Why are these first ATs particularly easy? I feel like the Envy Mix campaign, even sometimes the first like 5 maps have ATs that are at least a little bit fast, but sometimes they aren't. Those first few, especially map 2, was quite slow actually. I feel like this, I want to like do this and then, I don't know. No, that lost me all my time. Okay. I love grass desert car. Oh, I got AT. Okay. Yeah, these first couple ATs are very easy. I feel like I don't think I even got some of the first few ATs with like rally car or snow car. I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, these were really easy. Okay. Maybe I'm just not horrible on desert car, but I know that I'm horrible on desert car, so that literally cannot be the case. I'm very bad with desert car. Even though it's the most keyboard friendly, I feel like it's my worst of the three alternate cars. Somehow I think I'm best with rally car, even though that really should not be the case. Yeah, I actually was gonna stream a little earlier tonight, but then my friends and I played Peak, the funny mountain climb game. And I could have streamed that. That might have been fun to stream, but I did not do that. And also, we did not finish our run that we did, unfortunately. We died at the volcano. That game's fun, though. I am a friend swap enjoyer, personally. Wait, this map is probably pretty good for desert car. This map seems like it would be, as long as I'm remembering it right, and it's just full road, just... This seems like it would be a good desert car map. As long as I'm not forgetting something about it. Ah, yeah, that's just the last turn. This is just a good, very basic desert car map. This just like works. Who would have thought the car works when you just don't have grass or plastic? I feared that turn I'm releasing there. Oh my god. Come on. What if I explore my AK-4 theory? Well, it's slower in the start. I think the action keys are making me worse. When Desert Car came out, I was like, I swore by AK-4 being good. And now, I don't know. It makes it a little easier, sometimes, but it also, of course, limits your steering to a point where you actually can be slower on certain turns just because you aren't turning as much or tapping as much. Like, your taps don't get you as good of a turn because you're not full steer tapping, you're AK4 tapping. Don't fucking do that. Okay. This AT is easy. I just need to not int the ending. But not sliding out there is hard. Dude. Desert car hard, man. Uh... You know, as much as I have mentioned that I don't like that they took these cars out of the campaigns, part of me is kind of glad I don't have to play Desert Car every season. As much as I would like there to be alt car in the campaigns, I think I just really dislike playing Desert Car. I don't know, it's... I think one of the most frustrating things in this entire game is when the Desert Car slides out. Like when you two-wheel or tilt a little too much and you slide out. I think that's one of the worst feelings in the world in regards to Trackmania. It's like, it feels so awful when it happens, but it's so easy to do. It's very unforgiving, and it kind of makes it suck to play. Oh my god, it's... But I'm the one playing the Envy Mix campaign, so really whose fault is it? I'm the one playing the alt cars. I'm the one saying that I wish they were in the campaigns. Again. But I mostly say that because I just think if they aren't going to put them in a place where players will actually play them, then these cars were a complete waste of resources for them to implement into this game. They could have been doing something else if they weren't going to use these cars after they put them in. Those resources could have been put elsewhere, into maybe, I don't know, maybe Royal wouldn't have been removed from the game. Or, I don't know. Maybe a new block type or something that... Because there hasn't been a new block type since plastic was added with Royal, right? No, wood happened. Wood sucks though, no one cares about wood. Fuck that surface, that one doesn't matter, that one doesn't count. I actually completely forgot that wood existed there when I was talking about that. Okay, I think you just have to like break that or else you crash and die. I don't know. No, record's like a 26, so I'm definitely not doing that right. They're definitely just getting through that checkpoint without dying. I say the word definitely a lot, I have noticed. I've noticed it when I'm talking to my therapist. That I try and like solidify what I'm saying by being like, I definitely blah 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 blah. And I don't like that I say it that often. And I need to work on that. I don't know when that started. Can this car make this jump? Absolutely not. I think Rally Car was the closest to making that jump. Wait, I have so much more speed now? Maybe with a wiggle on that sand before it. And no, I have no speed now. I feel like it's possible. But I don't want to sit here all day, and I crashed anyway. Yippee. I'm trying to jump over some of the penalty, and then I'm slow. I don't have the speed to wiggle over this penalty. What if I go this way? No. Definitely not. Dude. This map has proven to not be good for alt cars. This first jump has been really bad with all three. Whatever. I don't want to be here all day. How do you drive bobsleigh in this thing? Do you just PF? I will assume so. Tactical crash to not fly off the map. Very good. I'm trying to think of like what I've done in the last 5 days when I wasn't live. Literally nothing. I just messed up my sleep schedule so that I'm awake like really early in the morning, and I go to bed at like 5 a.m. now. This is so cool. I love waking up at 2 p.m. Definitely doesn't feel like shit waking up at 2 p.m. Did I get up earlier today? I'm trying to think of when I woke up today. I might have gotten up a little earlier today. Yeah, no, I don't know. Whenever I get on a weird sleep schedule like that, though, I'm okay with waking up at like noon, but any later than like 12, 12:30, it feels bad. So, but sometimes I can't bring myself to get out of bed, so I end up staying in bed till like 2, and then I feel like shit for the rest of the day. Truly, truly something. I live such an exciting life. No, I was trying to wiggle over that little sand piece. That was like decent. No, I'm gonna be slower than my other run. Classic. First run good, every other run after terrible. Never mind, that was better. And then I slide because I have so much more speed. Desert car. I have too much speed here. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Desert car sucks so much with high speed. I hate it. Because any little steering input you make, you feel like you're about to fly away and fall over and die. Because it feels like impossible to know whether or not your car is actually gonna fucking slide onto its side. Like that. What's most annoying is when I'm tap steering, but then like my brain lags and my finger stays on my steering input for like a nanosecond too long, and then my entire car just slip and slides when I did not ask it to. Okay, this wiggle fucking sucks. How do you wiggle without AK4? I slid on the grass, but I'm continuing. I'm continuing with the slides because I have stopped caring. Okay. Oh no, not this map. This map was annoying with the other cars, and this car is gonna have the same problem, other than the speed problem, I guess. But like reactor boost wall ride is going to be annoying because these cars do not grip wall, or yeah, they suck. Why? Where is my car going? I'm not doing that. I don't get it. Why would they build these cars like this? Build. I don't know why they made these cars incapable of being on walls. Why would they do that? Give these cars like magnet wheels when a surface is more than like a certain angle degree sloped, so that the car can actually drive on it. They should do that in real life too. just put a giant hook on your car that extends out to the front of your car with a giant magnet on it, and then attach a giant magnet to the front of your car so that your car never stops moving because the magnet is pulling the car forward. Oh, I barely got the AT there. I'm surprised I got that AT at all, actually. I don't like this song. It's like too rap beat-esque for me to enjoy this. We skipped this one. Oogie. Oh no, we are water. I cannot swim. Please help me. Ow. I clicked stream. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure I didn't accidentally forget to click the start stream button again. I knew I wouldn't go the stream without mentioning it. That was like a week ago that happened, and I still mentioned it. Damn it. I won't mention it next time. Surely. Am I frozen? No, I'm not. I should recalibrate though. Okay. Oh, this map is gonna suck with this car. I'm just gonna do the whole map and not care about sliding because I will be here forever if I reset every time I slide. I'm just gonna AK4 the whole map and like, okay, I'll reset to that because it's lap 1, but if that happens on like lap 3 or 4, I'm not resetting. I'll just double respawn, or I'll respawn and correct my line or something. It would be cool to get at least one lap without a crash though. I'm doing AK4 here so that I don't over thing. Okay, I release there, but better than I'll probably ever do again because I enter this lap with too much speed for me to be comfortable. Safe releasing like everything. Okay, yeah, there I definitely would have slid out if I was not an action key. Man. Okay. Like 3.5 laps first slide. That's better than I thought that I would do. And first hard crash, and that's a really bad crash because it's an uphill, so that respawn kind of sucks though. Why do glacial metals want to update? I don't even know what that is. I should just delete that plugin. Why do I have that plugin? AK4 saving this run. And it was AT because they probably didn't give a fuck about the AT on this. Because driving desert car for 5 laps in a circle is not something anyone would want to do. Driving that map at all, though, is something I don't think many people want to do. We're already on map 17. It's been like half an hour. Not bad. These maps, the desert car always goes faster than the other two, solely just because the car is so much faster. And if I'm not hunting for medals, which I never do in these campaigns, then yeah, the desert car one is always the fastest. That's not a bad 18th here. Well, it's 0.8 slower than record, but like not many people, well, not many people have played this, but it's definitely a faster AT. I said definitely again, and I don't like myself. Oh no, not this map. Playing the old campaigns again though, because I've been going back through like 2021 campaigns for APs. I definitely appreciate how they managed to make more interesting and varied maps with the more limited block set they had early on. Because Summer 21, I think either that campaign is when plastic was added, or it's like the campaign after that or something. Because like I played through all of Spring 21 and there was no plastic, there was no water. Or actually no, there might have been a water bounce. I don't remember. But I don't know. I feel like with the less blocks, they were more creative with the blocks they had. Whereas now they just kind of make a bunch of weird shit with a bunch of different mix blocks, which isn't bad necessarily, but it just feels like sometimes maps like this happen where it's just kind of too much. And also just this map has wet wood, so of course I don't like it. So I'm just biased against this map anyway, but I don't know. Sometimes maps in campaigns nowadays feel like they had like 5 different ideas and they just kind of shoved them all together and they don't really work out very well. I do not care for this song very much, but I'm driving. Did this cut? What the hell? Or is this guy just really fast? Wait, did they skip the freewheel? No. It looks like you almost can with if you two-wheel like very slightly, like you might hit the wall though. No, this is just a really fast run. Like way fast. Damn. What am I saying? Desert car does snowball speed very well though. You know, because you don't slide anything. So. Okay, this was not possible with the other two cars. I want to see if it definitely seems possible. Definitely again. How many is that? I have to keep mentioning it because I want to get out of the habit of saying it. Oh. Nice. Oh wait, I went wrong. Fuck. I got it and then I went to the other path. Fuck. Where? I don't know this at all. Man, okay. Let's try the ramp. I feel like the ramp sucks. We hate the ramp here. Oh, the ramp definitely sucks. Because you don't get airtime at all anyway with this car. Okay, yeah. This car might not even make this jump though. Wait. Which, like, this is the other way. Okay, so I will say path 3 suck. I don't think they take path 3 at all anyway in the normal route or the normal car. But path 3 definitely suck on all 3 alts. Ow. I don't know what this route is. Do I know what this route is? Oh, there's a looping. We don't like those here. Try route 5. Oh, it's this one. Wait. This car probably makes this, though. Shit. Tree. Please. I feel like they added that new turn block specifically to make this map. Like, because this might be, it probably is used elsewhere in the campaign, but it's used so much on this map that I feel like they added it for the purpose of making just this map. Like, one of the mappers had that block in the editor, like, as a custom block already, and they wanted to use it, so they're just like, what if we just put this in the game vanilla so that I could build a map with it? They should do that with so many other blocks. Like some of the super commonly used custom like road blocks, like the grass roads that got super popular. that like every mapper has downloaded now. Those should just be vanilla. I don't like them that much, but the plastic sausage blocks that are used literally in like TM World Tour maps even, as well as a bunch of other places, those should probably just be vanilla blocks. I think I've already talked about this before, but yeah. I feel like the things that players like and mappers like to use, for the most part, they should just be like, okay, we put that into game now. And console players like download custom block sets and like SD card them onto their consoles, or are they just stuck with the vanilla set? I wonder. I'd assume they're stuck with the vanilla blocks, which isn't terrible. You can do a lot with vanilla blocks, but like, I'm curious. Can I put my flash drive into my PS5 and have like the funny spinning fish? There's definitely a better custom block I could have used there instead of the Joel. But I have the Joel downloaded, so it came to mind. I can't do the first turn on the funny map. Even though I enjoy playing Envy Mix, and it's a fun thing to have an excuse to stream every couple months, I feel like a lot of the time Envy Mix brings out like the worst in me. Because like the alt car will make me upset, and then I'll just start ranting about a bunch of bullshit I don't like about Trackmania. This is one of my favorite games, by the way. I feel like I don't. I feel like people might be confused as to why I even play this game when I hate so much about it. This is one of my favorite games of all time. But I still fucking hate it. I feel like you kind of have to hate your favorite game in a way. Like, I hate TF2, but it's also one of my favorite games of all time. And the only reason I have friends is because of TF2. So I appreciate TF2 for many reasons, but I still fucking hate it. Or I hate playing it. But I think that just happens after a while when you put thousands of hours into a video game. You kind of stop enjoying it, and it just kind of becomes a, yeah, I play that. I like regularly play this and have thousands of hours in it, but I don't really think about it anymore. I don't necessarily even enjoy it. I just kind of play it. It just kind of become a part of my life. Until you quit, of course. Like, I don't play TF2 anymore. And it's not really a part of my life anymore. I don't associate anything TF2 related anymore. But I acknowledge that it's a significant part of my life and that I wouldn't be where I am right now without it. Not that I really necessarily like where I am right now, but that's how things are and they can't change. So I gotta accept where I am, you know? Or not that they can't change, but I don't know if I would want them to change. Is this the philosophical hour? Is this where I go existential and... No. What else happened today? I know VTubing has had some crazy news today. Two very specific things, but that's cool. Well, one of them is not cool, but the other is cool. But I also don't want to talk about either of those because none of them are my business. Neither of them. I will say though, as a fan of VTubers, 100% support Iron Mouse in the shit that she's, you know, dealing with right now. Because that shit's fucking awful. Holy shit. I love that this wall ride just doesn't work. What if I double respawn this so I have an actual line into this? There we go. Rally car made it through here, so if desert car doesn't, I will be very confused. Okay. But desert car flops over because it sucks. This car is garbage. I can't see. Let me get this red boost. Oh, that felt like it was pointless, actually. Maybe not. What is this song? Oh. I haven't listened to breakcore in a while. I forgot some of this stuff is really weird. AT on a black map. Holy shit. Okay, this map, like... I don't think I finished this map with Snow Car. And then I don't remember what happened with Rally Car. So... But this thing gets actual speed. Where the looping's at the end, so it should be okay. Okay, where the fuck am I? This shortcut on this map is really cool, but also definitely not something. Fuck, I said definitely again. Not something. Well, that in that case it made sense, but I'm still upset. Definitely, fuck. It's not something I would want to play, but it's cool. It looks cool. Okay, yeah, I actually have the speed for the looping this time. Nice. Silly map. Part of me has kind of, I don't know, I really don't want to keep playing this map like the normal version. Of course, like hunting this map sucks. It's just everything about it is so inconsistent and I really just don't enjoy playing it. So I don't know if I'm going to be hunting this any further. I might here and there try to, but it's really bad. If I flipped over at the very end of the map, I would have not been very happy. Okay, can I drive pipes with the silly car? The AT is faster than the normal AT. Because they didn't just cheat, make it 5 minutes, they actually drove it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd imagine... Ooh, wait. I was gonna say, I'd imagine most of the stuff that the other cars struggled with might be okay with this car, but maybe not. The other cars could get up this wall. This car right now is struggling. And I hit that checkpoint, so I can't respawn because I'm stuck. Why is this car like 8 billion pounds? I think that's why it feels so bad when you tilt over too much, because the car just has this weight to it that just makes it feel so horrible when you when you mess up. Oh fuck. I need exit speed from this pipe, or else I don't think this wall is very feasible. So I need like a good landing, and then... Okay, I have like 4 more speed than last time. That's not as much as I was hoping. Why, man? Go up, you whore. Why? Why do they build desert car? Hop on bay car. Okay. That's NV Mix. I'm not doing map 25 with Desert Car, apparently, because it cannot drive up a wall. Okay. So now we wait till next season for more of that. I'm so excited. Um, what alter campaigns are there? Underwater, with Rally Car, reverse desert. Is there a reverse stadium? They really need to put all this into folders. This campaign is a fucking disaster. Reverse boost. 100x booster. Yeet down. Where's the reverse campaign? Man, those are always fun. The backwards campaigns. Not reverse. I think reverse means finish to start, and then backwards means the car is backwards. And the speed slides and all that. But yeah, let's go into here and do some of this. This is something, again, I've been doing this off stream the last like 2-3 days. So not very much. But maybe not 2-3 days. I did it a couple nights ago, and then I did it yesterday and some a little earlier. I want ATs on the old campaigns because I was not playing those campaigns. And then also the ones that I did play when I started playing the game that I did not get all ATs on, I want to go and get the ATs. Although it will be kind of sad to overwrite a bunch of several-year-old ghosts of like myself not knowing how to play the game. I've already done that in this campaign a little bit, because actually this campaign, Summer 21, was the first campaign I'd ever played when I first downloaded the game, but then I didn't play very much of it, and then I didn't actually, and then I quit and then didn't come back to the game until Winter 22. So I played like the first 2, 3, 4 maps in this campaign, and then stopped, and then came back like a year later, or a little less than a year maybe. What is that? Summer, fall, winter 22. Okay, so I guess like half a year. And then since winter 22, I played on and off, like mostly, not even really on and off. I played this game mostly since winter 22 without really, I've definitely slowed down playing. Said it again. But I haven't like full quit Trackmania since I started playing it in winter 22. But the last like several months I've been playing significantly less. This map kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of this map. There's also a really cool shortcut in the end, but it's a plastic bounce on like a pool border to skip the final quarter pipe, and it looks horrible to do. Okay, glacial metals, please go away. Installed. Glacial metals. Info. Uninstall. Go away. That pop-up gonna drive me crazy. I'm not a huge fan of this map though. This map with the alt cars was rerouted, at least for snow and rally. Not like a huge reroute, but a bit of a reroute. Actually, it was kind of the whole map was different. But yeah, I think Desert Car drove it normally though. But now I have to play it with the actual car it was designed for, and I don't like it. I don't like that this wall ride doesn't have a cam switch, so I have to do it myself. Not into that. And then also these quarter pipes that you have so much speed into, and then you don't need it. So you have to like panic brake or release. It just doesn't feel good to play. I'll show the shortcut though, because it is really cool. They've released here to like, I guess not crash this turn, which is interesting. But it's this. And that saves... I don't know how much that saves, but it's probably quite a bit. Seeing as there's a 0.7 discrepancy in the top 5, I'd imagine that it saves quite a lot if you get it clean like they did. I don't know what the record is without that cut though. Or if that was even found and or done when this was current. It could be like an after the fact people went back to this and found some crazy shit. I don't know. 'Cause that's happened before, I think. Where like a cut might have been theorized but never pulled off while the campaign was active, and then people did it afterwards. I'm sure that's happened before. I just could not give you an example. But that has to have happened before. There's no way it hasn't. I wonder if like a cut was ever found like the last 24 hours of a campaign. Because like there's been cuts like this season, the Uber bug was found within like 2 hours of the campaign being out. So there's been cuts found like immediately day one. I wonder if there's ever been a cut that was found like in the final hours of a campaign, and like people were scrambling to pull it off so they'd get a free record or a potential free record. I don't remember hearing anything about that, anything like that, but it would be cool, or at least interesting. I don't like when they give you so much speed for these quarter pipes and then you have to slow down so much for them. It feels like they give you too much speed to where it's hard to slow down enough to get a fast quarter pipe. Why is this jump so bad? Like I can get so much speed here, but I don't want like any of it. It sucks. This map is probably harder than some of the black maps in this campaign. Just because it's just so awkward to play. This fucking jump, why? Why do I keep doing this jump the same way? And crashing my front of the car into the thing. Just go a little higher and I don't crash. This game, why? At least it's not a full speed map with speed slides and a hunted AT. Cough cough this season. I'd much rather be stuck on this map than this season's full speed map. Please. And then I'm just awful at quarter pipes, so I miss this quarter pipe 90% of the time. I'm either too high or I miss it. I never get it good. But then I also have other spots I can save time, so I don't really think I care about my split there to a degree. I want to go left of that pillar for the line, but it might be another thing making me reset too much. I should care about my split when I'm that far behind, but let's just go anyway. See what happens. No. I would have had it if I wasn't -6 or +6 though. That would have been fast enough. Again. I don't like this song. What is this shit? This sucks. It's the same artist I skipped before. It just they're just kind of not it. That's what I get for using my day list. I fucked up the ending. Is it fast enough still? No. Fuck. I only have like 20 minutes on this map, but because I know the map already from having played it before with the other cars, it feels like I put hours into this map and that I shouldn't be struggling with it. But in reality, I have not played this map with the stadium car. And I didn't play it that much with the other cars either. And I didn't play the regular route with the other cars. So I actually really don't know the map very well. I know the route, and I don't like the route. Dude, I should not be struggling this much with a red map from 4 years ago. Come on. Please. There's a reason I went ahead of this map and got ATs on like 20, 21, and a few others before this one. Because this one kind of sucks to play. Finally. Jesus. I barely got it. But at least I don't need to play it again. No, I have this one. I have up to 21. Okay. And I'm like 0.5 off here. I'm top 10k here without AT. Which at first I was surprised about. I think it makes sense that back when they did these like Speed Tech 21s with decently hard ATs, I'd imagine, you know, a lot of people probably struggled, especially 2021, you know. Players were worse then. Newer players were worse then, I guess. Because the game was new, and if you're starting with this game as your first Trackmania game and the game is very new, then you're not gonna be, you know, not as many resources on improvement other than playing the game yourself. I don't know what I'm saying. It made sense in my head, but I cannot speak words. It's 2:40 in the morning and I am just talking shit. Nothing of what I'm saying makes any sense. I can't remember the route on this map is my main problem. Is I forget where turns are, so I drift certain turns that I don't need to, and then I don't drift the turns that I need to. I don't think the brake core is helping right now. Shit. This sucks, but it's still faster than my PB, so that means it's something. And this is the last turn and I have no speed and I crashed. Love to see it. This is a cool map if you can not suck at it. Do I even drift there? I feel like that's just... Nice 1000th not PB. That was bad. Like this, maybe I drift a little bit to help it, but Most of that's just an auto slide. Like, it's a small drift. You don't really have to drift much on that black platform. Yeah, I'm definitely losing a lot of speed by helping that drift. I said it again. Fuck, and then I no slid because I forgot that that's not, or that that's an auto slide that you have to help later on. I forgot the whole map already. I forgot every turn. I kind of wanted to try playing more Cup of the Day again. Just like when I'm around and like awake at that time to like actually play it. Because I haven't been playing Cup of the Day for quite a while. But then like the last couple times I've tried to do that, it's a bobsleigh map. And then I'm just like, fuck, why did I launch Trackmania today? Like, actually, a couple days, like the bobsleigh map from a few days ago was like the first Cup of the Day I had tried to play in like weeks. And it was a bob map, and it was like a really boring, shitty bob map. And I was like, why do I even bother trying? I don't know, man. It was like 2 bob turns, and they were really boring. I think I didn't even finish the qualifier of that Cup of the Day. I think I played like half of it, and then I was like, I'm bored. That happens a lot when I play bobsleigh. For like a Cup of the Day qualifier, if it's bob, sometimes I'll play like a few minutes, and then I'll just be like falling asleep. So I'll go play something else. Most other maps, I will stay for even if I don't care for them very much. But when it's a bob, I just completely zone out and fall asleep. This is one of my favorite games, by the way. I feel like after a little while of talking about something I don't like in the video game, I have to preface it by being like, I love this game actually. I might hate the game, but I also, you know, every now and then I gotta remind myself and to like the one person who may ever see this, uh, this is one of my favorite games. I love this game. I have like over 2,000 hours in this game in the last 3.5 years, probably. I think it's been like 3.5 years. Winter 22, right? So yeah, just about. Yeah, I guess that, yeah. I started playing this game like a little bit, like a few months before I moved out of New York. which doesn't mean anything to anybody other than me. But like, that move is such a significant like part of my life that like there's like different arcs. It's like, oh, before moving out of New York and after moving out of New York. Like chapter 2 as opposed to chapter 1. Although so far chapter 2 has been really, really awful. And I don't like this book anymore. In fact, I don't know if I ever liked the book. This is now therapy stream. Let me dump all my childhood trauma out right now. The root of all my problems is, and that's why I am the way I am today. This always happens to me. Every few streams, it devolves into almost therapy things. Almost mental trauma dump. Because I don't have an outlet other than this where, like, I don't talk. I do not speak words in my day-to-day life. So this is the only time I really ever speak. So just shit just comes out. But then like because some of it's personal, too personal, I prevent myself from saying it, but like part of me really just wants to say it. Just because I don't speak ever. And it feels good sometimes to just talk. Even if I'm talking to nobody. And it's just words flying out of my mouth. But I also know that I'm streaming and that I should be like, you know, very careful of what I say. I'm in therapy, by the way. Like, I see a therapist like 2 or 3 times a month. Maybe. So it's not like I'm like deprived of an outlet. I like to speak. That's not true at all. I actually don't. I don't know what I'm saying. Is it clear enough that I'm like fucked mentally and really need help? Is it clear enough yet? It's on like the VTuber checklist. Mental trauma. And mental illness is like the first thing to check off. How long until I get a real model? I have so many check marks on my prerequisites to be a VTuber. The only thing I don't have is play a Chilla's art game. And I don't know. What else? Play Resident Evil 2 Remake. What are other things? Play Superliminal. Um, what are others? Spend the first like half year of streaming playing Minecraft because you don't know what else to stream and you're scared. That's a classic VTuber thing. Mostly corporates, but you know. What else? It's actually really funny how many like things there are that are like, oh, every VTuber does this. Every single one. That it's like expected of everyone to do this. What else? You'd think I'd know more because I've been watching VTubers for over 5 years, but mental illness. There's one I could say, but it's a little too soon, I think, for me to say it. So I won't say it. A little too dark for me to say it right now. Maybe in like a year, I could say this one and it wouldn't be very sad for me to be saying it. Never mind. Autism, that's one. How could I forget? That's a requirement, mandatory. Whether or not it's diagnosed, irrelevant. I don't know. There's definitely so many more, but I can't think of them. Can I can I play the video game now? I've exhausted every thought in my brain. I have nothing else I need. I have nothing. There's nothing else up there. And now I have nothing. And I don't know how to play this map. This song is garbage. It's the same artist. I have learned that I do not like this very specific artist. And they're in here multiple times in this day list on Spotify. And I'm upset because I have to keep listening to them and I don't like any of their songs. I won't say who they are out of courtesy, but I really do not like their music. I don't really want to play. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to play anymore. It's been an hour and a half. That's like typical stream time for me the last while. I try to go for 2, but if I can't, I won't. It's also 3 in the morning, which for me it feels like it's maybe 11 p.m. because of how fucked up my sleep schedule is, but it's still 3 in the morning, you know. So I think I'm gonna head out and come back to this later. Do some more of this off stream and here and there do a little of it on stream as well. Wait a minute. What is this map? Okay, it's not what I'm thinking of. Oh, it's a okay. I was thinking this was a completely different map. Never mind. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna end before I say some other weird bullshit. We end, and I'll be back soon. Hopefully sooner than 5 days. No promises. Yeah, have a good night. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this, but yeah, we will see when I'll be back. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. Within the week, I will try. But yeah, see you later. Have a good night. Thanks for the follow, Hey Mercury. Actually, just now. Appreciate it.